from society. It could be due to discrimination, poverty, oppression, and so forth. Well, nobody likes to be excluded from a group because this means that you don't have the opportunity to share your life with others. When I was studying overseas, there was a point in time when I met this group of students who were from India. And they're really nice people, and during the initial stages of our friendship, we had a lot of things to talk about. After the initial stages of the friendship, I started to feel left out, and one of the reasons is that there was a language barrier between us. See, the thing is that sometimes they have this tendency to mix Hindi words with English words, so in sentences, and I wouldn't catch what they're trying to say because I only understand Hindi to a certain extent, and I don't speak the language in every day, so obviously that was a problem. And the other reason is that they're a bit older than I am, so obviously the topics of their conversation was not in sync with the kind of things that I would talk about with my friends of my age group. Half the time I would just be sitting there, just watching them and trying to understand what they're saying, and I probably wouldn't even get the joke that they're trying to tell me or the point of the story. So it was frustrating because I just wanted to laugh along with them, to be in that conversation, but I wasn't fitting in. I realized that I wasn't being myself because I was trying to mold myself into something that I wasn't. I was trying to like the things that they like, which wasn't working out because I can't force myself to like something. So eventually I just, separated myself from the group because I was tired of trying. To fit into society, and it definitely feels special to be part of something because there's acceptance. When I was studying overseas a couple of years ago, during my second semester, I met these amazing people on my floor in my hostel, and they were each from a different country. They had different personalities, different background, different different beliefs and stuff like that. Initially, I felt intimidated. Over time, though, I started to feel comfortable around them because they actually gave me room to talk about myself and my culture. So from that moment on, I felt accepted into their group. We started doing a lot of things together. We would cook together, we would go to the park together, we would go to each other's rooms at night to watch a movie, or just even sit down in the kitchen and just talk every day. So it felt really good to be part of that family. Despite these cultural differences that we all had a mutual respect for each other. Like, for example, I had a principle when I was there that I had to stay away from alcohol, drugs, smoking, and excessive partying. But they did not live by that principle, obviously, because they are brought up in a different culture, different settings. But it wasn't like they pushed me away because of these petty things. I was still part of the group. That's what I would call integration. We all have different cultures, but we learn to accept and accommodate to each other's cultural practices and beliefs. I did not even once think of changing the situation. I never once thought of excluding myself from the group because I was happy where I was and they were good people, and I was part of something special.